Hello, my name is Nicole Hicks, and today I would like to address the death penalty the way I believe that it should be when it comes to violent criminals. What is a violent criminal? According to BJS, a violent criminal is someone who has committed an unspoken crime, such as murdering someone's entire family or even raping a little girl. Non-violent criminals are criminals who have stolen chips or a drink from a gas station or even vandalizing a building. I do not believe that non-violent criminals should even be in the running for something as serious as the death penalty. As stated on the Death Penalty Information Center website, in 2015, 28 people were executed due to the death penalty. Given that the death penalty is a very serious thing, I believe that people who think it is okay to commit violent crimes do deserve to be sentenced to the death penalty. As a Christian, I do believe that everyone deserves forgiveness, and I am one who believes in second chances. On the other hand, people who are committing these crimes shouldn't be allowed to be around people's families or even people who cannot protect themselves. According to Matthew Spears with Business Insiders, as a citizen we are required to pay taxes, and part of our taxes is what gives the prisoners their 3 meals a day. Now, given that our money is what pays for these criminals, they should not be given the legacy of life in prison where they get fed 3 times a day of our money. Now, prison is not exactly what it feels like to live in a life full of luxury, but it is better than being sentenced to a death that, like some of these criminals rightfully deserve. According to Louise Peacock, death is a very serious topic that might make some people very uncomfortable, but it is not a topic that we should ignore. Death is a part of life here on earth, and even if it's caused by someone else. The reality is that criminals who commit crimes like killing someone's entire family or raping a little girl do not deserve to live in a life of prison. They deserve to be sentenced to death. Now, mental illnesses might come up when we are discussing this topic. According to David Copley, mental illnesses plays a huge part in criminals that we have in our world today. But mental illness does not change the fact that families lost a loved one, or a little girl will not be able to grow up because a man with a mental illness took her life. That doesn't mean that I do not pity people who struggle from mental illnesses. It just means that I do not have pity on people with mental illnesses who ruin other people's lives because they choose not to get the help they need to control their illness that they are suffering from. On another note, people's lives have been turned upside down due to other people because they cannot control themselves and decide to kill people's families and friends, or rape someone's child, or even rob someone who is just trying to provide for their children. So in conclusion, I believe that violent criminals deserve to be sentenced to the death penalty. Even with forgiveness in mind, I believe that forgiveness is a very powerful thing, but forgiveness only goes so far and can only save so many people. I also believe that everyone deserves a second chance, but if a man kills another man, my guess is that he has been given way far share of second chances before he crossed the line. And I also think that the mental illness can make a man go crazy for a second and forget what he's doing for a second and completely be aware of the next one. But a mental illness is not something that anyone can ignore, even by someone that is even remotely close to the person who is suffering from it. So I believe there is help all around these people who are struggling with these illnesses, and they choose to ignore it. So I do believe that violent criminals deserve the death penalty. People who live their lives with accordance to God should not have to pay for the criminals when they get put in jail. Violent criminals deserve to be sentenced to the death penalty because they do not deserve a life in jail that we have to pay for, and live their life through thinking that killing someone is okay. Thank you.